Back to the Malone-Mitchell podcast. I got some real conversation, some real talk on this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I got two of my very close friends, the head JV coach at Kingdom Prep, Lathan, Coach T-Lay, and also Hendo, Henderson. So hopefully you guys enjoy this conversation and get a lot out of it. Like and subscribe, comment below. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to my channel, episode 8. I got my boys here, T-Lay. How you doing?
Good, bro.
Happy to have you. Got my cousin here, little cuz, Monty. Monty here. That's little cuz. All love though. I brought them here just to add to the conversation, give you guys a different point of view, a different thing, something else to learn from, a different thing to read. You see, they real cool right now. They on their phones and shit, but you know we still gonna get it together. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it together.
It's all good. They busy people. But before I want to interview them, I want to actually tell y'all why I'm starting the channel, or why I'm even doing these pods, videos, whatever. I don't even know what I'm doing yet. But really, it's just to. At first, it was to put a highlight on city basketball and highlight on city basketball, Milwaukee City basketball, and how rich it is, and all the players, and how good and competitive it is, and the mistakes, the positives and the negatives. But then I've also started thinking I wanted to also hit like life lessons also, because basketball to me and to a lot of people I know it opens up a lot of doors, and that it opens up a lot of doors, period, and those teach you life lessons that you can take on with you forever, in every aspect of the way, with discipline and patience and all that. So that's just jump into it. That's really why I'm doing it. I brought my two guys here today to give you different aspects of things, different life lessons, their perspectives of things. He's coaching now. Introduce yourself, T-Lay. The real name, TJ.
People call me TJ or T-Lay. Real name Terrence Lathan. I coach at Kingdom Prep High School. It's the third year being open. It's a new high school on 76 and North. It's all boys high school. I've been coaching for about 5 years now. I started off coaching with Craig Montessori, MPS.
What age did you do Craig Montessori?
6th grade.
Okay.
6th grade. Me and my boy Keith Carter.
Shout out Keith.
Yeah. Me and Keith started off with 6th graders. Basically, he called me on some like, bro, I need you to come help with some 6th graders. He was coaching. I didn't know nothing about it. I just started helping him. And then, boom, we ended up winning the championship. They come back the next year. The same team we had 7th grade, 8th grade. They wanted us back. We won 3-peat.
Yeah.
I came runner-up, marching champions. Lost to Go to my year. They was pretty tough that year. But yeah, pretty much got in the coaching field because pretty much I was pretty good in basketball. At the same time, I didn't really expand because I wasn't mentally there. I was there physically, but mentally I wasn't there. I used to be mad all the time, yelling, shit. Cussing my teammates out, whatever. You already know. I cussed them out on the daddy while he hooping. But it's all love. But I took that talent because I'm like, man, I can relate to these little kids, these younger kids. They call me they big bro. They don't look at me as that older, strict dude, but they know like I'm going to keep it real with them, tell them what's what. You know what I mean? But I really took that role so I can get closer to them and just so I can still be closer to the game of basketball, because it's like, yeah, I don't play pro or college or whatever, but I still want to be close to the game.
Yeah.
A big brother and a coach.
Yeah, big brother and a coach type shit. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to do. Growing up, just play basketball. I didn't care what it was. Coaching, I wanted to be an athletic trainer. But school, you already know, school isn't for everybody, but it's for somebody. So for the kids watching, you already know, bro, stick to school. Even though people might not say it, it's like Austin was just talking about his little cousin. There's plenty of financial ways to get around that, for sure.
Yeah. You gotta be patient and just utilize and do your own research. You gotta do your own knowledge so you know what's going on yourself. So you can't just always put everything in your parents' hands. You gotta actually go do your own research and take control of what actually is going on with your own, controlling your own destiny, which I did. If y'all watched the channel before, I did a video on that, controlling your whys and all that. Before we start talking, because we could talk all day, I want to get back into your coaching and the reasons why, and like all that, and just working with those kids. But introduce yourself, Monty.
Monty, real name Armani.
Hendo.
Like Hendo,
Yeah.
you know.
Smooth, man. Yeah.
Lil' cuz that he said, you know what I'm saying? You could say that. Been by the boy's side since since he started picking up a basketball. You could say I was his #1 fan, and that's no cap. But yeah, all his games, all that. But me, I was never really into basketball growing up. I could watch it, I could be into it on a watching tip, but as far as like the work ethic and the time you had to put in it, I knew I just didn't want to as a kid. I was interested in so much other stuff besides playing sports. But as I grew up, I did catch a love for it, especially watching him and all my friends, my closest friend, him, T-Lay, so many others. They all played basketball in high school, elementary and all that. So I was always traveling on the road, watching basketball, but never playing it. So it was like, even though I wasn't actually physically playing it, I still was growing and catching a love for it day by day.
Yeah, you still there with me, there hooping all the time, and stuff like that. When I think about it now,
I felt like eventually I got to the point where I felt like I was hooping with y'all, you know, that into the games where I'm in my mind saying what I would have did or what you should have did, even though I can't even do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and with that being said, once I got older, I got to hooping so much more, even with you. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where, even though I knew I wasn't doing nothing or going nowhere with basketball, I'm still getting better, you know, learning moves, learning how to dribble, learning how to shoot, to the point to where I can get with almost anybody at my will.
yeah.
And it just was a feeling and a piece of confidence that I wanted, that I felt like I needed. Just because I seen it, I knew that y'all had it, I wanted that and I needed that. And it was like a mini accomplishment in my life to learn how to play basketball the way that I do. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. Let's get into some stuff right now. I got a few questions for y'all. I talked about with a few of my other people before this, but do you guys think when do you guys think it's okay time ever like to stop playing basketball like every day and like give up that love of the game? Like, you know, like when you see people, for instance, like a couple of my guests, D still like just talking about like being like people still hooping when they're getting like are 25 or older, 26 older, and they hoop. For me, like hoop more than they did when they were in high school. And like like looking at it, like when is it okay to give it up and like just focus on other stuff? Or for me personally, before you get in, I feel like it's always a healthy balance from what I did from now recently. Like just getting into it, like it feels good, and I feel like that's healthy just to, you know, hoop every once in a while, even if it's not there. Just competitively and all that, you know, just to get that out of you and it brings something out of you and bring something back. I think that's something. But go ahead, to what you were going to say. Sorry for cutting you off.
Like I feel like when people say like you should give it up just because you can't go further with it because like where you want it to go, but no, it's like basketball is like a therapy. Not even just therapy. It's you can use it as a resource, bro. You can like it's so many people involved around this orange ball, bro. Like it can further yourself in life. They can put you in plenty different situations that don't involve basketball. You know what I mean? It can put you in the front office position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people just gotta start thinking about like, oh man, I can't hoop no more. I need to give it up. Or bro, you ain't hooping no more. Or just be talking crazy. You already know the gossip back and forth on Facebook or whatnot.
Yeah, irrelevant stuff.
Yeah, just irrelevant stuff. Like, yeah, we know we're not the best, but at the same time, we can use this. Yeah, we can use it as use it as a resource, bro.
Yeah, it sounds corny, but it's strictly literally for the love of the game type of thing.
Yeah, and like you said, you can always, you know what I'm saying, leave the ball alone and focus on your finances. You know what I mean? Because you do gotta live. You know what I'm saying? Rent, car payments, whatever, kids, you know what I mean? But you can always still love the game, bro, and still do what you gotta do. You don't always gotta put it down and just feel like, man, I was supposed to be this. No, don't blame nobody else on what you were supposed to do. You wasn't there mentally, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's real shit.
That's what I'm glad you said that, because I don't think a lot of people can have that foresight to like say what you said. Like, don't blame the coach. You mentally wasn't there. Even like. It's not even talk about basketball, because it's like I told you, it's a life lesson show, whatever. You know, I want you guys to get perspective about this, but like, people not not being there, never getting a chance, like, yeah, knowing they fucked up and they actually did something bad, like, you didn't do grades, you wasn't there, you actually was like, whatever, you disrespectful as fuck, you was wilding out, not fuck, like, you did stuff to not make you available to play shit, you didn't give yourself even a chance, opportunity. You anything to add to that? I know it's kind of long. But
Yeah, basically everything y'all said. In my eyes, I always felt like that's like, if it's just like a small mini comparison. I feel like if you got somebody that's got a business or a career in a whole different field, but deep down they've been painting and they've been drawing since they was a young and yay high, and they still continue to this day to spend hours of their day whenever they got the free time to paint and not do nothing else. Like, you don't stop painting and let it go just because it's not what's feeding you or making you money. Like, it's just something that you love to do deep down, like, it don't really have to be used or looked at as he wasting his time playing basketball, or you need to stop trying to play at it so much.
Like, what's the phrase they be using? Cause like they reaching, like they just be reaching, like trying to just get too deep into it, man. It's just a sport, bro.
Everybody into what they into and love what they love. It just so happen to be a lot of people in this world that love basketball. Like,
it ain't even just basketball. Everybody that had that situation when it comes to any sport. You know what I mean? Like that's why all these old heads be telling us all this stuff, because they didn't went through it and they like, man, I messed up behind you letting this little dude go through that. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds corny, but it's
and that's what I'm trying to be on with these little kids. And it's like, damn, it's good. I'm coaching at a young age. I caught it right there, because they like, damn, he's still young, but he's still a little older, so he can relate to both sides. Perfect. He perfect. You know what I mean? Bro, these little kids just got real life listen nowadays, bro. I swear to God, these old heads, they told us, right, bro, we just took the route we wanted to.
Yeah.
And that's real shit, bro.
Since we on that, looking back on it, do you realize anything that you like, damn, like, this person here was telling me right and I fucked up at this position to do. Yeah. You could be in a better position, and then we're also going to get to what you're doing now to do, like, how you're succeeding now as being a black man in America. Moms. Of course, yeah.
Like, like a little story.
Shout out Miss Lathan.
You already know, it's like, I'm not trying to reminisce too much on basketball. Back on me in the history. But,
like I said, it's not a reminisce podcast. You know, it's a life lesson.
My freshman year, you already know, I went to Vincent, and then I transferred to Mesmer for better, academic wise. You already know. Mesmer's a great school. You already know. I feel like I should have took that serious right there and there. But you already know, I want to be around the little girls, all that stuff without the uniform. You already know, bro. Be fresh on the daily. Went back to Vincent. I feel like if I would have took that serious, it'd have been raps. It'd have been raps. People gotta take that school situation serious, especially school that they in.
You're right. Went to Vincent, right with you. Left, went to New Berlin, Eisenhower.
Yes.
New Berlin, Eisenhower. I'm gone. I'm out of area. You know what I'm saying? Not wanting to be down there. Coming back,
no reason.
Coming back home on the weekend.
I also talk about patience with that too.
My brother to come back home.
Before you say that, not to cut you off, I also talk about patience too, and I think that he would be in a better position if he was patient, because he had good people in his corner that he just wasn't patient. Like not to harp down or kick him or talk down about him, but I don't think he ever gave himself a chance even, or recognized some opportunities that he could have had. Like at New Berlin Eisenhower, he was out there, he was hooping out there. He never been on a team. He was out there on the team. Like, he never gave himself a chance. And just right there alone, those bonds, he still has those friends where he played with a player overseas. What's his name? Reed Timmer. He played with and those relationships he still have, and that's like a whole different thing that I know that he never went to like school out there like that. That's a whole different experience, and even I think that helped him grow a lot. Even whatever way you want to look at it, somehow he helped him grow somehow, being around that different culture and all that too. And also, you went to Minnesota, but I think being around the suburbs, that helped him a different culture.
Why do people look past at their second blessing in life? That might go past some of y'all heads, I know, but they know what I'm talking about. Why do people look past at their second blessings in life? At their dreams, such as basketball.
He explained.
Right.
Go ahead, man. Why you think that?
Yeah, we kind of touched on that, but I mean, as far as like why you should, man.
Talk about how you think that pertains to your life. What do you think that? You think that?
Would you like basically, like you feel like you shouldn't have left New Berlin?
Right.
All right. So after that situation,
I talked about that.
you know what I'm saying, with Vince and everything like that, what can have you done better, bro? Or what did you come past the second blessing at all?
After that, no, not too much necessarily. It was all, you know what I'm saying, my hard work and grit from that point on, what I needed and wanted to do. My own way, you know what I'm saying. But it was like, I kind of did look at that as my second blessing, to be able to go out on my own and teach myself, you know what I'm saying, how to grind and grit and make a way, work hard, you know what I'm
Not
saying.
to cut you off, because basically, basically street smarts. Like, it's not nothing wrong with having street smarts. Like, people think like, oh, he talking about like just drug dealing and stuff like that. No, street smart is, man, you can get money out here regardless of that bad situation you think I'm talking about. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
It's different type of jobs.
Don't get me wrong.
Everything's a hustle. Everything's
Touch
a
bases
hustle.
on that.
Everything's a hustle.
What your family
Don't get
said.
me wrong. I got a job. I got two technically. I work. You know what I'm saying? Do my little thing with a badger inventory company. You know, I do concrete on the side, concrete and remodeling. Got my own family business going on with my mom and my step pops. You know, that's booming, getting stuff together. But it's like he said, it's not
Using your resources.
Using your resources.
When do you think you realized that? Not to cut you off, but I want to keep it going. When do you think you realized, like, to use your resources and actually? When did you realize that you should start realizing your resoaces around you?
I was just thinking about that and talking about it, and I probably just had realized it and just started thinking about that around last year. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to be 25, so I was around 23, maybe just turned 23 when I just started thinking like, I really do got a lot of resources, you know what I'm saying? People around me doing stuff, tackling the training field, coaching, him tackling the coaching field, you know, my brother out there in Cali tapping in on the personal training out there. Shout out Big Bro. You know,
I wish I remembered what your stuff was. I would shout you out and tell them to follow you, but you're going to be on soon. You already
Conscious Action.
Yep,
Shout out
what
Conscious Action.
There you go.
That's really booming, taking off for him. But it's like, I seen so many people around me who was doing stuff and got great things going for them, and I was always thinking like, let's say per se I wasn't to make my own business or get my own business. Like, I always know I got family, blood, where I could real life go tap in and network with y'all and work with y'all and make a way, and we could find ways to make money, and I don't gotta limit myself to just a normal 9 to 5 or a career job for the rest of my life. Like, I've thought about at times pursuing like having multiple hustles, and as far as like legit hustles though, personal training, basketball and physical, like weight training, you know, concrete, having a normal job, like that's 3 incomes right off back. Get my own little business, work on that.
Multiple sources of income, become your own boss.
Become a, you know what I'm saying, become a landlord or house owner, you know. There's so many things you can get out here and do, and that's just the tip of the iceberg of the things that I just named. Like, it took me too long to figure out that it's more than legit 100 ways to make great ass money. Like, that shit is out here, and it's people out here that's eating and living great off of things that you wouldn't even think or imagine. Like, just silly. You ain't supposed to be getting paid off this, but they living good as hell off that shit because it's what they, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the sock man off Burlock. People think that's funny, but man, I know dude personally.
Yeah.
Dude bought his first car off selling socks.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like, that's like, you like, what? Yeah, selling socks.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all figured that out, cause everybody don't even figure that out. I'm still figuring out what that is, but I'm glad.
Yeah, and it's not too off subject, but you know, not to cut you off, but I don't have one personally, but from my experience, what I learned over time is too, it ain't nothing wrong with having a fucking mentor. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who can show you the ropes, who could teach you the way, like Chile said, who done already, the old heads who done been through it and did it all, like,
they know what's up. They can guide you down the right way, even if it's not your family or your blood or father figure. Like it could be a basketball coach, a teacher, or somebody you met through a friend or through your family member or something. Like it's just all about how you look at it and what you take in and what they can teach you. Like.
Yeah, I think that's one of my biggest. That's something I don't know. Yeah, that's something I think I should think about more and grow with. But yeah, I don't really. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff I think I should get better with. But that's a topic for another day.
That's a form of a second blessing too. Like if you, let's say you had the opportunity, you went to a great ass school and college, and you had it set up to where you're supposed to be successful in basketball, but you didn't listen and you didn't take heed to the words and the lessons that you was getting thrown in your face. Like you can look back later on in life and you could be pushing somebody else to be listening and taking all the advice that you didn't, or like you can just look back and see that you didn't take advice and take heed to what you did and apply that to what you're going through now in life and be like, this is my second opportunity to work hard and crack down on something and really try to be successful at it. I might not want to give up on it and not stick to it like I didn't with basketball or with football or whatever you doing out here. Like
My fault. I ain't mean to cut you off, but that's like your basically your third kind of way, second blessing, man. Like this kind of like my third with the coaching. Austin, second. He didn't finish school or whatever with the college thing or whatever, but look what he doing now. Training. And for sure one of the top 5 trainers in my books.
And before it's all said and done, people gonna realize how much and how valuable you know what I'm saying, how much your worth and your knowledge is that you got to pass down to people, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit really in you. You know what's up and you know what to do. You know how to get great at that shit. So it's like people already know, but then even more people is gonna expand and people gonna realize and know that you one of those keys to success to being a better basketball player, better just motivational person, period.
Yeah, it's in the books for sure.
I appreciate that, y'all. I want to move it on because I don't really like. I don't like talking about that stuff either. I don't really agree. I don't agree with everything. I feel my way. I'm not what they. Yeah, I'm glad they think that of me though. I'm glad to hear that. But moving on to this next topic, why do you think both of you guys, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. Why do both of you guys think Milwaukee's so competitive with their talent? Period. Not just basketball, like talent in anything, like fucking, like not the tattooing and rapping, tattooing, like literally just rapping or little like gangs, like like little groups and shit, like just popularity wise. Why is it like everything's a hating contest,
like promoters, just from barbers, everything, like everything, like it's I don't know, it's an ongoing question with a lot of question marks behind it, bro. Like seriously, bro. Like Milwaukee can be so on, cause look at the Milwaukee Bucks. And then look, all our talent right behind them, bro. We can be on. We can be one of the top known cities, whatever, in the country.
Yeah.
We just so competitive, like, man, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. We got a lot of time. But I think that's like, now that you said, it's like every other city that you're from afar. Everybody think like it's hating, but
everybody, and that's another thing. Everybody got haters. So it's like, who hates?
Yeah. Like, so I think that's also what you gonna do to be better than that though too. Also, then like also ties into that, like what you gonna do to beat that hate, like, be so good, to beat that hate. Period. To be so good.
I feel like
to get past those haters.
Just so much and too much talent down here to where you have no choice but to compete and be competitive as hell. Cause just like whatever you capable of doing or you can do, there's somebody on your right hand and your left that can do the same thing that you can do, if not something very comparable. So it's like everybody out here thinking that they're shit, and that's just
it's a dog-eat-dog world.
Yeah, especially in Milwaukee. I mean, I don't know. I ain't gonna say I don't got no acknowledgement of what everybody else in different states and how many hoopers they produce and all that, but I like to think that Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying, we produce or got some of the...
Got a lot that didn't get that chances are just left and said, fuck it. Yeah. I hear that though. I definitely agree with that.
It's just like when basketball players like form all with each other, like how the Warriors did. Kevin Durant and all. Like if Milwaukee did something like that, look, ring
NBA team.
like we'd be, you know what I'm saying? We'd be the next California.
We're talking about city wise, like business wise, and everything.
Milwaukee
like
would
that.
be a whole state, basically, bro.
Yeah. We're talking about, and I'm talking about individually, like the black people. I don't gotta say
that's how powerful we is,
community. Like, I think if they don't know how talented and how rich the history is.
We were like to make history and turn this damn Wisconsin into Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's a conversation too for another day. Just the power. That's power that I think is happening now with all the change going on. Also with the riots and all that. All the stuff happening and all that. Like that's the time. Like I think that's like we going through a time right now. It's damn like the civil rights. Like we'll be able to tell our grandkids and kids about like
history
this shit
coming back to us, bro.
Literally, like not in a way, not saying it's like the civil rights because that's way different. But yeah, it's definitely like.
And they touch base like back on the subject when we said, bro, everybody wasn't raised the same. Cause look, like you don't see us doing that out here.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
In a negative way, but I understand it. But I appreciate you for coming to this one, T-Lex. Appreciate you for coming, episode 7. Make sure you guys subscribe and watch. This was good talking. Hopefully they'll come back. Hopefully you guys come back soon. You know, chop it up with your boy. And appreciate y'all for coming.
Yeah.
Where should I catch your social media? I'm sorry first. Where catch you on social?
T-Lake20 on. You can take me on T-Lake20 Instagram. And just TJ Lathan on Facebook.
What about
your Snapchat?
Okay, no Snapchat. Yeah, I know what you want. What about you, Mr. Kraken? What about you, Mr. Kraken? Where can I catch
Instagram _ Monty Hendo 8. Monty Hendo 8. And then Facebook, I'm Monty Henderson.
He giving y'all the face. He giving y'all the face.
Another thing.
Facebook.
I just want to touch bases on. Can't none of y'all hold me watching this.
He took that.
No, I don't care. He wanted to say it,
that's what
but I'm just gonna. I've been waiting. It's been itching. You know how something just itching on you or something like that. Can't nobody.
I never should say that. I taught them.
I don't care who you are.
I'm glad they said that. Small son. Yeah, they both can't hold me, so they know what it is. We're gonna end this video.
I'll be running.
We're gonna end this video. We're gonna keep going.
I'm sad.
Yeah, you can end it. Yeah, we're gonna keep going.
That's right.